Peter Parker is completely alone. No friends, no family, no one who even remembers his name. And on top of all that, something is happening to his body that he cannot explain or control. Spider-Man. Brand New Day is almost here, and it looks like the darkest, most emotional Spider-Man movie we have ever seen. In this video, I'm going to break down everything. The full story, the insane cast, the villain, the shocking mutation, and how this movie connects to Avengers Doomsday. Let's go! Spider-Man. Brand New Day releases in theaters on July 31st, 2026. It is the 38th film in the Marvel Cinematic Universe and the 5th installment of Phase 6. It is directed by Destin Daniel Cretton, the same director who gave us Shang-Chi, one of Marvel's most underrated films, and trust me, based on the trailers, he is bringing everything to this one. But before we talk about what's coming, we need to talk about where Peter Parker is right now, because it is rough, where we left Peter Parker. If you watched No Way Home, you remember how it ended, and if you haven't, go watch it right now. Seriously, I'll wait. For everyone else, Peter Parker made the hardest decision of his life. He asked Doctor Strange to cast a spell that made every single person in the world forget that Peter Parker is Spider-Man, not just his enemies, everyone. His best friend Ned, his girlfriend MJ, his aunt, his teachers, strangers on the street. Every single person who ever knew him woke up the next day and had zero memory of Peter Parker existing. He gave up everything, every relationship he ever had, every moment of love and friendship gone, so that the people he cared about could be safe. And then he started over, completely alone. The story of Brand New Day. 4 years have passed since the events of No Way Home. Peter Parker is now an adult living entirely alone, having voluntarily erased himself from the lives and memories of the people he loves. Think about that for a second. 4 years alone, watching from a distance as Ned and MJ and everyone he loves moves on with their lives, not knowing he exists. He has devoted himself entirely to protecting his city as a full-time Spider-Man. But as the demands on him intensify, the pressure sparks a surprising physical evolution that threatens his very existence. Something is happening to his body. He is mutating. His powers are changing in ways that scare even him. And at the same time, a powerful villain no one can even see is emerging as a shocking new threat to the city. So Peter is fighting on two fronts at the same time. A physical battle inside his own body, and a mysterious enemy outside that nobody can stop. This storyline adds a completely new dimension to Peter's character. He is not just fighting crime anymore, he is fighting his own body. The full cast breakdown. Okay, let's talk about who is in this movie, because the cast is absolutely stacked. Tom Holland is back as Peter Parker, obviously. This is his 4th solo Spider-Man film, and by all accounts, his most mature and emotional performance yet. Zendaya is back as MJ, but remember, MJ does not know who Peter is anymore. She has no memory of him, so every scene between them is going to be painful. Jacob Batalon is back as Ned Leeds. Same situation, Ned built his whole life moving forward without Peter. In the movie, Ned builds an in-universe Spidey tracker app that fans can actually use in real life as part of the marketing campaign. That is such a cool detail. Sadie Sink joins the cast in a mystery role. You know her as Max from Stranger Things. Marvel has kept her character completely secret, which means it is probably someone important. Fan theories suggest she could be playing Firestar or even this universe's version of Gwen Stacy. John Bernthal is back as Frank Castle, the Punisher. He appeared in Daredevil Born Again, and now he is crossing over into Spider-Man's world. Two very different heroes from very different sides of the moral line. That dynamic is going to be fascinating. Michael Mando returns as Mac Gargan, also known as Scorpion. You might remember him from Spider-Man: Homecoming. He has been waiting in prison for years, and now he is back. In the comics, Scorpion eventually becomes Venom, so his appearance here could be setting up something much bigger. Marvin Jones III plays Tombstone, one of Spider-Man's longest-running villains. Tombstone is a crime boss with super strength and near-indestructible skin. He is a street-level threat that fits perfectly with the darker tone of this movie. Florence Pugh is back as Yelena Belova. Her role is unconfirmed, but her presence suggests the movie connects to the wider spy world of the MCU. And there are strong rumors that Charlie Cox will appear as Matt Murdock, Daredevil, though Marvel has not officially confirmed it yet. Given that Daredevil and Spider-Man are both street-level New York heroes, it would make perfect sense. The villain is who can nobody see. The official plot description says Peter faces a powerful villain no one can even see. So who is it? This has sparked massive fan debate. Let me give you the top theories. Theory 1, Mysterio returns. Mysterio, played by Jake Gyllenhaal in Far From Home, is literally the master of illusions and creating things that don't exist. A villain nobody can see sounds very much like his style. And remember, Mysterio died in Far From Home, but his body was never confirmed destroyed. A return would be one of the biggest surprises in MCU history. Theory 2, The Spot. The Spot appeared in the animated Spider-Man, Across the Spider-Verse. He has the power to create invisible portals and exist between dimensions. An invisible dimension-hopping villain fits the description perfectly. Theory 3, Morlun. In the comics, Morlun is one of Spider-Man's most terrifying enemies. He hunts spider totems, beings powered by spider energy across the multiverse. If Peter's mutation is awakening something ancient inside him, Morlun hunting him down would explain everything. Which theory do you believe? Drop it in the comments. I want to know what you think. Filming and behind-the-scenes principal photography began in Glasgow, Scotland in August 2025 under the working title City Centre Streets, Bothwell Street, St. Vincent Street, George Square, Merchant City, and Trongate were all dressed up to double as New York City. Filming was completed by early 2026, which gave Marvel plenty of time for post-production visual effects. And based on the trailers, those effects look absolutely incredible. The working title is interesting too. Blue often represents sadness and isolation in film. Peter Parker is alone, isolated, and struggling. That title feels very intentional. How this connects to Avengers, Doomsday. This is huge, and it is why Brand New Day matters beyond just being a great Spider-Man movie. Brand New Day releases on July 31st, 2026. Avengers, Doomsday releases on December 18th, 2026. That is less than 5 months apart. This movie is almost certainly the last major setup before Doomsday. Whatever happens to Peter in Brand New Day, the mutation, the new threats, the alliances he forms, all of it feeds directly into the biggest Marvel event since Endgame. Think about it. An evolved, mutated Spider-Man with new powers, a Punisher who operates outside the law, Bruce Banner in New York. All of these pieces are being moved into position for something massive. And Dr. Doom, Robert Downey Jr., is watching. Every hero that reveals themselves, every power that emerges, every weakness that is exposed, Doom is taking notes. Spider-Man's mutation could be exactly the kind of variable that Doom wants to exploit or control. Peter Parker is going to walk out of Brand New Day a very different person, and he is going to walk straight into the most dangerous fight of his life. So there you have it. Everything you need to know about Spider-Man, Brand New Day. Peter Parker is alone, broken, and mutating. The city he protects does not even remember his name. A villain nobody can see is coming for everything he loves. Bruce Banner is his only hope for understanding what he is becoming, and the Punisher, Scorpion, and Tombstone are all circling. This is not the teenage Spider-Man from Homecoming anymore. This is a grown man facing the darkest chapter of his life, and honestly, that is the Spider-Man story I have been waiting for. Brand New Day hits theaters July 31st, 2026. Are you going opening night? Tell me in the comments. And drop your villain theory down there too. I read every single one. If this video helped you, smash that like button. Subscribe for more Marvel breakdowns every single week. I will see you in the next one.